Okay, Assalamu alaikum. This is the prototype for our project, Easy Loan. So Easy Loan is basically a platform where the students can apply microfinance loans directly through an app without visiting the banks themselves. And visiting different banks and branches to get the details about what type of loan they might be acquiring. So the thing is that bank has always this intimidating look for the students, and there are so many students out there. The literacy rate in Pakistan is very low because the students don't continue their education after the high school because of the increasing because of the expensive fees that's been charging by the private institutes. So what we came up with is a platform where the students can apply for loans so that they can continue their higher education as well. Since the bank sounds so intimidating and the timelines for paying off the debts is pretty much long, which become a hindrance sort of thing for the students to apply for the loan, and the lengthy KYC documents and requirements makes the students not to go in that direction. So we've come up with a plan where students can apply for a loan very easily through a mobile app. So this would be the outlook of our mobile app. It starts with a basic sign up process. That's your email and password. Since if you don't have any, so you have to basically just sign up with the basic requirements. So this would be a signing app. Since if you don't have an account for now, so you have to sign up, and for that we require very basic requirement, that is full name, your email address, your password, and then you're good to go for creating your account. Moving on to the next step, where we require the basic information from the students to apply for the loan. So this is not the requirement that is for the students, is that this requirement is basically for our own self, so that we know who is the student, where does he lives, where does what's the CNIC number, so that we can connect with them very easily, and we have the contact number as well. So they need to basically upload their basic requirements, that is the name, CNIC contact number, residential address, and email ID, and move on to the next step. The next step actually is the basic thing and the main motive of the this app and this whole business model, which is the how much amount is required by the student for applying for the loan. So since the thing is that students, if you go to the bank, you're going to ask them a lot of questions, and you can just visit one bank in one day. So that was the main hindrance. Like even if you need if you need a loan for like a 2 lakh or 3 lakh or 5 lakh, you need to visit different branches, different banks, and then you have to ask for the long lengthy list. They'll give you a lot of paperwork, which, and then that might confuse you कि यार मुझे actually चाहिए क्या है और मैं कौन सी जगह पे loan actually apply करूं. So the main reason for this app is कि आपको अपना basic amount डालना है, how much you require, आपको interest rate आप कितना pay कर सकते हो, आपने वो डालना है, which is mostly our main focus is to provide the interest-free loans for the students because it's going to be hard for them to pay back. So, but the minimum amount that we have put right now is that 2% to 5% interest rate and the installment timeline कि students कितने time तक वो pay करना चाहते हैं. So these are the requirements that we are asking from the students before applying for the loan. After filling this side, you have to put the next. So like this, the screen will appear to you where you will be given different options from the banks कि ये loans है जो आपको provide कर रहे हैं. For example, HBL is giving you 5 lakh of loan for the timeline of 5 years with a rate of 2.5%. So you know कि चलो ठीक है 5 years में 2.5% मेरा loan बन जाएगा and 5 lakh मुझे HBL दे रहा है. So then you have the second option, which is for 750,000 rupees, and it's giving for the timeline for 7 years, and the rate is for 2.5%. So maybe you're like, okay, let's take this, let's consider this option as well. Similarly, if you move on to the Mizan Bank and Finca, in last, they are providing you the lesser amount, which is 3 lakh rupees for 4 years and at 4% rate. So these are the different options that the Easy Loan will be providing to the students, not just limited to the 5 lakh only, but to other as well, the increasing amount and the least and the minimum amount. So वो एक range उसमें दिखा देगा कि इतने में आपको ये सारी चीजें मिल सकती हैं. So for example, the most convenient thing for me is HBL, suppose. So I'll just click on that and I'll move on to the next part. The next part is uploading the KYC documents. Now this is the point where students actually have to find out. So what will happen at this part is that this will lead the students to the actual KYC requirements that is shared by the bank. तो उनको क्या करना होगा, बेसिकली वो सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स आपको बता देंगे बैंक वाले कि व्हाट डू यू हैव, व्हाट आर द रिक्वायरमेंट्स दैट दे नीड टू अपलोड. सो द स्टूडेंट्स डोंट हैव टू गो एनीवेयर, दे डोंट हैव टू कंसिडर कि भाई मैं कहाँ से जाके डॉक्यूमेंट्स अपलोड करूँ एंड ऑल दैट. ऑल दे हैव टू डू इज टू टेक पिक्चर्स ऑफ दोज डॉक्यूमेंट्स and upload it here and move on to the next step. The next step is basically enter your account details. Since this whole process is digital, so therefore it's very important case the students receive the loans directly in their accounts and they make the installment payments from the accounts as well. So this is the place where we get the authentication of the students as well towards the bank. Bank को भी confirm हो जाएगा कि these are the students, those are paying, those will be applying for the loans, और उनकी verification और आसान हो जाएगी. So this is basically a win-win situation for both the banks and for the students as well. So after putting out their card numbers, we are going to move to the next step and we're done. So basically it's going to be the most simplest way of applying for the loan. So the last part is basically the bank has received your request for the loan. You will be contacted soon by HBL representative for further assistance. Since we selected HBL initially, so that's why this app is basically telling us that HBL representative will contact us soon and will inform us whether our loan is approved or if there is any differences in our KYC requirements. So bank will be directed to the students there, but everything is going to be digital. They receive the amount digital, they have to pay their debts digital, they have to pay their installment plans digital. So this is basically the prototype that we have planned for the easy loan.